Let's help you separate facts from fiction. If you're following the news, chances are you've seen or heard some of the headlines about the housing market that don't give the full picture. The real estate market is shifting, and when that happens, it can be very hard to separate facts from fiction. Hello, this is Rima Rafeh with the Rafeh Group at eXp Realty. That's when a real estate trusted professional comes in. They can help you debunk the headlines so you can really understand today's market and what it means for you. Myth number one, we hear about home prices are going to fall. One piece of fiction many buyers may have seen or heard is that home prices are going to crash. That's because the headlines often use similar but different terms to describe what's really happening with prices. A few you might have been seeing right now include appreciation or increase in home prices, depreciation or decrease in home prices, and deceleration, which is an increase in home prices but at a lower pace. The fact is, experts are not calling for a decrease in prices. Instead, they forecast appreciation will continue just as at a decelerated pace. That means home prices will continue rising and won't fall. Myth number two, the housing market is in correction. Another common myth is that the housing market is in correction. Again, that's not the case, and here's why. According to Forbes, a correction is sustained decline in the value of a market index or price of an individual asset. A correction is generally agreed to be 10 to 20% drop in value from a recent peak. And myth number three, the housing market is going to crash. Some headlines are generating worries that the housing market is a bubble ready to burst. But experts say today is nothing like 2008. One of the reasons why is because lending standards are very different today. You got to remember, during the last housing bubble, it was much easier to get a mortgage than it is today. Since then, lending standards have tightened significantly, and purchasers who acquired a mortgage over the last decade are much more qualified than they were in the years leading up to the crash. No matter what you're hearing about the housing market, let's connect. That way you'll have a knowledgeable authority on your side that knows the ins and outs of the market, including current trends, historical context, and so much more. You can reach me at 661-236-8899 or find me at my website, rimarafeh.com.